Well, good morning, everyone. I turn the volume down just a tiny bit here. Well, look at what we have here. I got a very exciting email in my inbox this morning that the Wingspan Asia expansion beta was available. So uh, we're going to play some Wingspan. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to limit myself to Asian birds just because I think that gets a little crazy. But I do want to make sure that the Asia expansion is turned on. But we're going to use all the expansion packs and just play crazy game. But what I am going to do is I'm going to try and sort of favor new birds that I'm not super familiar with. And full disclosure, I own the actual boxed Asian expansion set, but I think we've played a total of maybe one, two games with it. We really haven't gotten into it much yet. So this will be a lot of these birds will be brand new to me. So and the bonus cards, that kind of thing as well. So let's get going. All right. So, of course, the starting birds, none of them are from the Asian expansion. That's great. Let's take a look at the tray. Yeah, there's one, an Indian peafowl. Let's see. All players draw two cards from the deck. You draw an additional one. Okay, I think it's interesting. I like the barn swallow and I like the wood duck. Um, just looking at birds that we are familiar with. Um, Part of me wonders. I don't really like the. I'm looking for a forest bird. Since I'm not going to be able to get extra nectar from the feeder, I need a forest bird pretty early in the game. Um, so, and I don't really care for either of these. The acorn woodpecker's really expensive to play, and the whipbird shares food. But I think we're going to have to do that because oh, this is fun. This is a new bonus card. Birds with completely full nests. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's a pretty high threshold. You need five to six of them to even get to the first threshold. So if you've got a really strong egg laying engine, or alternatively, you've got a lot of birds that don't have a lot of nest capacity, this could be a really good bonus card. Um, yeah, let's give it a try. I'm not super optimistic we're going to be able to get that, but we can give it a try. Let's get the spoonbill down because I really, really want these two birds. And then I know, yeah, as interesting as the peafowl is, seems like it's kind of a shot in the arm of your card draw, but boy, it gives everybody two cards, and you just get one additional. Can't say that. I'm a huge fan of that power. Okay, gray heron, not you. I do like the strike thrush. Strike thrush. That's a good oceanic bird. We're gonna grab him. Oh, look at you. Great Indian Bustard. Score one of your bonus cards now by cashing one grain from the supply on this bird for each point. Also score it normally at the end. Wow. What a fun. Oh, and a Franklin Skull. What a fun bonus card. Or what a fun bird. Okay. So let's do this. We don't need the whip bird anymore, but let's get the strike thrush down. This is a really good bird. It's another one of those birds, kind of like the frogmouth. That's just about a guaranteed point every time. It's kind of crazy how good it is. Now, as soon as I say that, I'm just going to get nothing. Okay, wow. Reset the bird feeder. Gain all mice. You may cash any or all of them on this bird. Oh my goodness. And it rolled all mice. That's unbelievable. We're going to cash them all. That's crazy. Okay. Let's do let's focus on this goal here. So one thing I noticed, I did play a quick game this morning when I first got access to the beta, the playtest version, and I noticed that there's a few little, in addition to just the new cards, there's a few different little user interface tweaks that I really like. One of them is I don't think I'm not sure if this is new or not, but this little +1 indicator for rounds after the no goal round. I don't remember seeing that before. There's another one too, which is the dice roll, um, where if you've got one of those birds that says all take all of the dice not in the feeder and roll them, that user interface has changed, and it's much to me it's much clearer what's going on. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Um, Shiny things, shiny objects. This end of round goal is something we could definitely win. So let's take a look at that. What we need to do to make that happen. We're going to need an egg, obviously. Um, well, I say we can definitely win. Can we win this? So we'll need food. The second bird I want to play is the wood duck. We'll need food. We'll need, which we've got now. We'll need an egg. The problem is we don't have enough turns left to play a bird, lay eggs, get the additional food, and then play the wood duck. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to lay eggs and sacrifice a card to get two. But luckily, we have a bird we don't care about, so it doesn't matter where the eggs go right now. So that'll actually leave us with an extra turn. So I'm actually going to grab this sparrowhawk, I think, but I'm going to use the wood duck to do it. So let's do that. Okay, I don't really want the Brolga. And we're going to cash all, and we're going to discard the Brolga. Okay. Ooh, yeah, round strike. That's interesting. Okay. I saw a new bird. Okay, there's a new bird. Great spotted woodpecker. Gain one worm or grain from the bird feed if there's one. Okay, interesting. That's an interesting bird. Um, yeah, maybe. I think what I'm going to do is I think what I'm going to do is get a little bit more of a grassland engine built out. So let's get the barn swallow down. This I like this owlet nightjar. So I'm going to grab him. Don't care about the horned lark. And then nope, 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 nope. That was almost bad. There we go. I'm gonna play it here. And then let's lay eggs. And I'm gonna tuck the gray heron. Place it with we'll just draw a blind. Okay, don't care about that. Let's pick for cards for a little bit. Boy, so many predator birds. So I'm still thinking about this great Indian bustard. It's kind of you've heard me talk about food doublers, birds that just double your food. This is like a bonus card doubler. It's such an interesting power. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this. I have 5 birds with completely full nests. It's got to be tough, but yeah. Let's play the gall. Let's just really work this engine. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play this guy too. Just get it off my, get it out of my hands. Okay, well, we're getting some free, well, sort of. Started to say we were going to get some free food, but no. Let's just with our last turn, let's lay eggs. Um, do I want to tuck anything? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of torn between strategies. I really need one more bird here. Um, let's do this. Let's start. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start just sort of flipping cards. But I need a bird that can live in the. Draw two cards. Oh, that's even better. Don't need you. I was gonna play the mannequin, but I think that's better. I'm just trying to get my egg capacity up to lay eggs more quickly because I want to try and compete for this bonus card just for fun because hey, it's the first time. So, do I want any more cards right now? I don't think I do. Not you. Okay. Ooh, blue rock thrush. Okay, good. We're getting some free food. Blue rock thrush. If this bird has no birds to the right of it, you may move it, only the card, to the player mat of the next player. You choose its habitat. If you do, draw three cards. Wow. What an interesting bird. Okay. Let's lay eggs again. I'm knocking out the birds that have the lowest egg capacity. I don't think we need to draw again. We're going to tuck this bird. And we're going to draw. I think we've got this end of round goal wrapped up. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to compete. I'm going to play the Willet, but it's just because it has a low capacity nest. And then we'll use our last turn to, oh, excellent. Use our last turn to lay eggs again. Yeah. The only problem with this mannequin, and the reason I'm about to discard it, well, actually, no, I want to tuck it. The reason I'm not going to play it is because I've only got one space left in the grassland, and if we're going to play this bustard, I need that space. So we are just going to tuck it and draw another bird. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. Question is, could we get 7 by the end of the game? We would need 2 more. I think that's doable. This is a very strange strategy here. I have no idea if I'm going to win this or not. And then the next lowest would be this one, right? I don't have a card to tuck anymore, but that's fine. I think the swallow's done well for us. I'm going to need food for, okay, we think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to need food for the bustard. Boy, the feeder is not exactly amazing, is it? Oh, just the time I needed to get some mice. Um, yeah, my pheasant has done nothing for me. I don't know sure that I have enough turns left. Oh, wait, 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 wait. This. So I'm not going to have enough food to play it. Even if I get free food from my opponent, most I'm going to get is a worm. That's not going to be enough. So I've got to draw food to play the bird. My concern is, um, yeah, I'll just cash that, and then yeah, its power is when played. I still have time to play it and lay eggs, but its power is when played. Uh, oh no, 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 I'm overthinking this. We're fine. We're fine. Um, in fact, let's go ahead and lay an extra egg. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah. So we've got enough. And I can tuck now as well. Okay. Ooh, great hornbill. This is another new card. Okay. All players may tuck a card from their hand under a bird in their forest and or cash one cherry from their supply on a bird in the forest. Wow, interesting. So it's a simultaneous tuck and cash, uh, but all players can do it. Trying to think what the angle is here. I mean, that's 2 points per activation if you've got a, for example, if you've got a forest engine that's generating a lot of extra food, cherries, and you've got like a card draw engine. So like if you've got something like the wood duck, uh, yeah, two points per activation, plus it's a 9 point bird. And you sort of have to figure with this. I mean, granted, all players can do it, but you gotta have to figure that if you're playing this bird, you've got an engine that's set up to take advantage of this power, and your opponents don't, is the key part. So you're netting points, possibly up to 2 points per turn every activation. So I don't know, that's an interesting bird. I could see it being really powerful if you've got a good setup, but not if you don't. All right, so let's play this bustard. Let's see if this is worth all the fuss. All right, choose the card you want to score now. So I've only got one. And then we'll cash all. So that was a 13 point bird. No. All right. And then Nectar. Don't know how we did. We won one and tied the other two. So that's good. What a weird game. I really don't know what to expect here. I feel like we did pretty well, but okay, so we got beaten slightly with bird cards. Bonus cards good. Lots of end of round goal wins. Lots of eggs. And cached food. That's thanks to the strike thrush. Yeah, good. Okay, let's have a look. Um, yeah, I didn't have a ton of high point birds. This I sort of speculated on some birds. This one got me a little bit of extra food that allowed me to play the willet in the turn without going to the feeder, which is good. The nightjar. Uh, and the reason I played those was to have a couple of birds with low neg, low nest capacities, low egg capacities, um, that were inexpensive to play and were decent points, 4 points each. This one ended up being a total waste. And I don't know that I really used the gull as much. The wood duck and the gull sort of have competing strategies. It's like, are you going to run your Air Forest engine and draw cards there? Or are you going to run the grassland engine and draw cards there? Um, Kind of have to pick a lane. So I wonder in retrospect if these two were really the best play. This bird ended up getting nothing. Uh, yeah, like I said, got a little free from here. Barn swallow is always great. It's not a high point bird, but it's inexpensive to play. It's got a star nest. It's got a great power. So, um, yeah, boy, that strike thrush though, that first time, I don't believe I've ever seen that before. Where you roll the you let's see, reset the feeder. Yeah, where you reset the feeder and literally all five dice are rodents. That's crazy. So let's see what my opponent was doing. If they had any interesting Asia birds. Okay, so Asian coal. Sting. When another player takes the lay eggs action, this bird lays one on another bird with a stick nest. You may go three over its limit. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I didn't realize the whole time I was really helping my opponent, assuming they had another bird they could play on. Oh, I see. Yeah, the Anhinga. So they got some free eggs for me. But that's another new feature of the Asia expansion is that little icon, the ability for a bird to go over its egg capacity. How interesting. That's interesting bird to remember. If you've got an opponent who's trying to run a grassland engine, you can really take advantage of it if you have the competing bird or a compatible bird. They have one other Asia bird, the stork-billed kingfisher. Choose any one die, roll it once for each bird in your wetlands. If you roll at least one fish, gain one from the supply, and you can cash it. Interesting. So, so you pick a die, you take a die, roll it over and over again, depending on how many birds you have in the wetland. Interesting. 6 point bird, two fish for cost. It's interesting, I guess, if you were really running your wetland engine. Anyway, well, that's fun. Lots of new fun birds, and then a new bonus card, and then this interesting bird played off of it. I don't know in a serious game if I would have just gone all out to try and make this bird useful, but it ended up working out with a win. So that's all for today. We'll probably have a couple more in the coming days as I'm getting used to the new birds and enjoying the Asia expansion beta. At least my understanding is it's a limited time, so it won't be around for long. But uh, we'll get to play with it. I haven't found any bugs yet, but we'll see if we do at some point in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, hope you gain access to that as well.